Hello there everyone and welcome back to DML. So today we're going to be hatching a new legendary dragon. So it has been a little while since we've actually gotten a new legendary, but we got the Warlord Dragon for our win streak in the arena. So without further ado, let's take a look at him. There we go. I honestly love the design of his baby form, mostly just because of his tail. Obviously he's got like a massive hammer on it with a little legendary or arcane symbol. Pretty cool overall. But this trainer has to keep an especially watchful eye on the Warlord Dragon. It has a tendency to try and invade the other dragons' habitats when he's not looking. That's very naughty of you, Mr. Warlord. I like how if you just click him, he just sort of falls asleep. Look at him. That is super adorable. Super adorable. So it says winning Dragonscale League 1 to get this dragon. So he is a pretty difficult dragon to get a hold of since you're fighting against, you know, 3 level 80 dragons most of the time. But I do have my other videos up of how I managed to do it, and it just requires a lot of Dragon Fury Essence, training, and all the stuff that we normally end up doing with our Autumn Dragon. But here's little baby Mark here. It took far too long to get a hold of this dragon, but we got it. No need to keep complaining now. He's just got a very clean design, I think. Like, it's kind of simplistic in the fact that he kind of just looks like a warrior, but I like him. Let's level him up into his adult form, though, and take another look at him. Just look at how much bigger that hammer gets. Wait, I can't really see it properly. Come on out a little bit. Ah, there we go. Let's see it. Look at him waddling around, and he has a huge beard, a huge mane, very Viking-esque, which I can appreciate. You know, he really fits the theme of DML along with everything else. So, there you go. There is our guy. I'm actually just going to level him up to level 15, just because, why not, basically? Or how about 16? So then if we ever want to enchant him for any reason, we can do it straight away. There we go. Got all the food just scattered on the floor. But, you know, while we're here, how about we do a couple of fights with him, just because, you know, new dragon, let's go and take a look. Especially when it's a legendary. I like taking a look at new legendaries, just to, you know, see them in battle, see how cool they look. Let's find another level 16. How about a bighorn dragon, and then let's pick a divine. Let's use a hypnos dragon here, and see if we could take on this fight. But obviously he's not upgraded, so he only has legendary as his attack, which is fine. You know, legendary dragons are meant to take a long time to fully upgrade and all that. But, you know, I don't think he has any special animations or anything like that, like a couple of dragons do. He just sort of looks cool, and, you know, the way to get him is pretty difficult, so I'm happy. But if you want to get him yourself, obviously, I'd not really suggest trying to go for him until you have your own, say, level 80. Because otherwise, it is just very difficult to get a hold of this guy. I need to get a drink. My throat is still dying. Oh, there we go. I had to take a break there. I just wish I'd stop being ill, to be honest with you. It will never end. It will never end. Yeah, come on, let's wreck these two guys here. I try not to move my desk too much when I use Dragon Fury, because it does move my desk quite a lot. And I don't want to wreck everything and make a lot of noise. But there's a fight with him. Let's see if we can do a harder one, actually. Actually, you know what we can do? We can wreck all 3 of these dragons with him. You watch us wreck everything with him. Even at level 16, he can wreck everything if we want to. So there he is, and then we will pop in, do we even need another dragon, to be honest with you? I don't think we do. Let's go. Let's go and wreck these guys. Again, level 16, just because we have a Hermes dragon here, we can normally take out a bunch of stuff. It's just we don't have quite enough health to kill them. That sucks. I was going to show you how much damage he can do. Feels bad, man. Well, either way, that was a failure. Don't blame me. I was hoping they'd at least miss once so that we could kill one of these level 30s, but guess the game doesn't want us to. How about this guy? We could take on Crankster with him. Let's see. Yeah, see, we can one-shot him. Even though he's level 16 against a 19, we can just one-shot this boss. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, that's the power of blessing, basically. Just blessing in general is really, really good. Especially if you have underpowered dragons. It works really well, obviously. The first example didn't go quite as I planned there. But I think you get the drill now. At least I hope so. But now we actually do have to do some real fights, so we have to say goodbye to him. But hey, now it's a question of which dragon I want to go for next. I think the only other dragon that we can really go for is indeed the sumo dragon. And, I don't know, that's going to be tough. I just don't have enough potions really to take on the arena and get the sumo, from what I can tell, because I used so many Final Vengeance potions already. So I think for now I'm going to have to sort of camp out in the Enchantment League and get some extra potions, and then hopefully eventually be able to actually take on the league. And, you know, it's not impossible to get the sumo, not by any stretch. It's just kind of tedious, because most things in this game are indeed quite tedious. But, you know, that just comes with the game. If I couldn't stand being tedious and, you know, doing the same fights over and over and over again, why am I still playing this game, basically? You know, everyone has to do it. It helps them progress, so need to stop complaining, just get it over and done with. It's the best mentality to have, really. It's like, instead of moaning that you don't have something, just go and do it. Because other people have to do that as well. It's not just you. And there we go. We'll claim that. Give your dragon some food. Okay, I'll feed up our banana dragon a little bit. There you go, my friend. There's a little bit of foodie for you today. Claim. Let's collect some gold from these. Oh, one was enough. Well. Oh well. Collect some more gold. Yes, please. Give me free quests like that all day, baby. Oh, yeah. Give me more of these. Fantastic. I just love free quests. Like, score perfect hits in battle 15? No! Use Dragon Fury 4 times? No. Not happening. Not today. Luckily, we do have this ready, so we can collect this. So we can get another free-ish clan quest, a tiny little smidgen of random consumables. Wow, 350 food? I'm privileged. Privileged to have such a thing come out there, and then they kind of want to screw me over, so we can just do some enchantment arena fights for now. Well, actually, while we're here, let's try and rebreed. Go! 4 hours. I managed to breed a coral dragon. Didn't get the palette, unfortunately. You know, rare dragons, they don't like me. Rare dragons do not like being my friend by any stretch of the imagination, so I just tend to give up on them, honestly. That is I've just given up on most rares. But I actually haven't mentioned this yet. There is currently a bundle out for the hippie dragon, for anyone that's interested. It has been available as a Dragon of the Week once or twice? Maybe twice. Definitely at least once, though. We do already have it. £8, but it's kind of a very weird-looking dragon. Because, you know, it has the hippie design to it, so it's wearing, like, the colourful sweater, almost, the bracelets, the hippie sign, and a weird headband, and has the strangest looking blonde hair I've ever seen. I don't know why they had to make it look almost nerdy with those teeth. Is that a hippie thing? Is it a hippie thing to have weird, like, buck teeth? Maybe I've been sitting under a rock all my life and never actually noticed, but if you are interested, it is there. It's kind of expensive, but kind of not. The £8 bundles are normally mid-range, let's say, for their cost. So, it's up to you whether you think it's worth it or not. I personally don't really think it's worth it, but... You know, dragons are value to the eyes of the beholder. You can't have one person say, oh, I think it's trash, because someone else probably thinks it's a super cool looking guy. Again, coming back to that point, that's like how I actually do like the design on the Marshmallow Dragon quite a lot. And I do like the design of the caterpillar tremendously. Whereas those two dragons in particular have been dragons that other people have been complaining about recently. Saying, the designs of these dragons are going downhill recently. I'm like, excuse me? Who are you? What right do you have to diss my caterpillar like that? You know? I'm actually insulted on a personal level for you saying that. But, you know, like I've said before, personal preference, don't dare diss my wonderful little caterpillar again, otherwise there will be problems coming, you know? Very big problems. And plus, mentioning the caterpillar, of course, the Dragon's Delight event is coming out, and, rumor is that apparently it's tomorrow. I haven't seen any official Gameloft confirmation, like, on an open forum. I'm gonna say the likelihood of it being out tomorrow is probably 99%, but just because I haven't seen any official confirmation yet, I would say that, you know, don't take it as 100% fact, but it probably is going to happen. So, make sure that you are ready for the new Dragon's Delight event. Apparently, the bracket has gone up. So there are now 100 players per grouping, which means that less players are going to have the dragon than ever before. If it's only the top person that gets the dragon. If they've made it a range of people that can get access to the dragon, like they say top 10 out of this bracket get the dragon, then that would be fine. If it's only one person out of 100 people that get it, I am going to scream. Again, why do they have to do this when there is a dragon coming out that is literally one of my favourites that I've ever seen? It just feels like a big stab in the back. Or a cut to my poor heart, you know. Oh. Like, don't do me dirty like this. I beg. I sincerely beg to make it a range of players. That would make it so much better than it was. Because it's just the guy that puts on the most money in the last hour gets the dragon. Well, that's how it was with the old event. So, I'm begging for a change. I beg you, Gameloft, please listen to what everyone's been saying for legitimately months and months now about these Dragon's Delight events. I sincerely hope that you have listened and taken it into account at least and done something. Maybe brought out some sort of different version of the event that is better than anything that anyone else came up with. Again, I don't know how likely it is that that would happen, but I can hope and pray. There's nothing wrong with being optimistic. Well, at the very least, at least we got a new legendary, if nothing else. We got all the Christmas dragons out of the events. We got the Warlord. So, things have been going well for us, so to have the Dragon's Delight event go well on top of everything else, maybe that's asking too much. Maybe I am being a greedy guts and just want every single dragon in the world at my fingertips. But alas, we've done our enchantment fight now, so we can claim that. Moved back up to 1400 points. We will forever stay around 1400 points in the enchanted arena. Get that breeding quest out. Look, I know that the breeding quests are actually pretty easy to finish. It's just not my thing. Can't be bothered to do it. Plus, I always want to go and breed other stuff. So doing that breeding just takes up time, and I can't be bothered to do it. But since we're here now, let's feed up our Hermes Dragon one more level, up to level 60 now. Another 20 levels to go, and Mr. Hermes Dragon, you will be very, very useful. Actually, what upgrade did I put on our Hermes Dragon? I actually don't remember. It is... yeah, it is Great Blessing, I was gonna say. I was almost certain it was. God, how have I forgotten that? Well, you know, for now, that is gonna do me for today. Thank you for joining me in my claiming of this new legendary. But in the meantime, be looking out for info on the Dragon's Delight event. It is coming very soon again. Tomorrow should be the official release of it, from what I've heard from many people. So, definitely be on the lookout. But for now, thank you very much for joining me today, and until next time, I will see you then.